There is one planet in space that should have been orbiting a dead star. That alone would already be mysterious. But when astronomers looked closer, they found something far more terrifying. The planet was not orbiting a star, it was orbiting a shadow created by a black hole. And that should not feel possible. Because planets are supposed to orbit light, warmth, energy, not darkness. So why is this world circling the one thing in the universe that destroys everything around it? Black holes are not normal objects. They are regions where gravity becomes so powerful that even light cannot escape. Stars that get too close are ripped apart. Entire solar systems can be destroyed forever. That is why scientists expected this region of space to be empty, dead. But instead, something was moving there, something stable, something that looked disturbingly similar to a planet. So how did astronomers even notice it? The discovery began with light. Far away in deep space, scientists were studying a black hole system when they noticed tiny changes in brightness. At first, the signal seemed random, a flicker, a dimming, then another one. But after months of observation, a pattern appeared. The signal repeated at regular intervals, again and again. That immediately confused astronomers, because random gas clouds do not move with perfect timing. Something physical was blocking the light, something large. And when scientists calculated the movement, the answer became deeply unsettling. The object seemed to be orbiting near the black hole itself, not escaping, not falling inward, orbiting, almost peacefully. But what would a planet like that actually look like? Imagine standing on its surface. There may be no blue sky above you, no normal sunrise, no glowing yellow sun crossing the horizon. Instead, the sky could be dominated by a giant dark circle surrounded by twisted rings of burning light. Because black holes are not completely invisible. Around them is an accretion disk, a violent storm of gas, plasma, dust, and shattered matter spinning at incredible speeds. The friction becomes so intense that the material glows brighter than entire stars. And at the center of all that light is absolute darkness, the shadow of the black hole itself. Imagine looking upward every day and seeing the universe bending around a hole in reality. What would that do to your understanding of existence? And this is where science becomes even stranger. The planet may actually survive because it is not too close to the black hole. Every black hole has a boundary called the event horizon. Cross it, and escape becomes impossible forever. But outside that boundary is a dangerous region where gravity is extreme without immediately pulling objects inward. If something moves at exactly the right speed, it can keep orbiting, barely surviving beside destruction. Scientists call these stable orbital zones. Not safe, not calm, just stable enough to exist. And that changes everything we thought we knew about black holes. For decades, black holes were treated as cosmic monsters. Objects that only consume, only destroy. But now, astronomers are beginning to realize something terrifying. Black holes may not only destroy worlds, they may also hold worlds together. Because wherever gravity exists, matter begins to gather. Dust collides with dust, rocks form, planets emerge, even in places where they should never exist. But the deeper scientists looked into these systems, the stranger the story became. Because near a black hole, time itself changes. Gravity becomes so strong that it bends space and time together. This means time can move slower near the planet than it does far away from it. 1 hour there could equal years somewhere else in the galaxy. Think about how terrifying that is. Could a civilization even survive in a place where time itself becomes unstable? And there is another terrifying possibility scientists are beginning to discuss. What if this is not rare? What if there are thousands of worlds orbiting black holes across the universe right now? Hidden in darkness, invisible from Earth. Because black holes themselves are hard to detect. We usually find them only because of the glowing matter around them, which means there could be entire systems we have never seen. Entire planets with skies darker than night. And then comes the most dangerous question of all. Could life survive there? At first, that sounds ridiculous. Radiation near black holes is extreme. Magnetic storms are violent. Gravity itself becomes deadly. But life on Earth already survives in places once thought impossible. Deep underwater volcanoes, frozen deserts. So life adapts, which means somewhere in the universe something may have adapted to darkness itself. Not human life, not cities and oceans like Earth, but something built for radiation. Something evolved beneath a sky with no real sun. For the first time, black holes are no longer being viewed only as cosmic graveyards. Scientists are beginning to wonder if they could also become cosmic shelters, places where strange new worlds hide unseen for millions of years. And if that idea is true, then the universe may be far stranger than we ever imagined. Because somewhere out there right now, a planet may still be silently orbiting the shadow of a black hole. No daylight, no normal sky, no escape from the darkness hanging above it forever. And the terrifying part is this. That planet may have spent millions of years surviving beside the one thing in the universe we thought nothing could survive near.